Hi, everybody, and welcome to Messages from Spirit. I know that some of you look forward to this. Well, I hope all of you look forward to this. It's very simple. I use my Goddess Speaks cards. Sorry about the glare here, but I hate to block the sun out. It's so nice to see it. And I'm going to hold up three cards one at a time. You get the vibe, and then you choose whether card number one, two, or three speaks to you. Then I will channel the message of that card, and at the end put all three cards together to have a message for everybody. Are you ready? Let's see what messages are for you today. Remember, sometimes the message might think, I don't know how that relates to me. But as your day goes on, as your week goes on, you'll remember that message and be able to gain knowledge and direction from it. So what I do is I simply shuffle the cards, and when I feel guided to, I stop. So this is for card number one, and I feel like this is it. Card number one. Okay, you feel that card? Be so much easier, wouldn't it, if I turned it around, showed you what it was, and you think, oh, I think I like the sound of that. Card number two. And finally, we're going for card number three. And we're asking that these messages be for your higher good at this moment in time. All right, so I'm going to hold those up one more time. Card number one. Card number two. Oops, you almost saw that one. And card number three. Do you have your number chosen? 1, 2, or 3. For those of you who chose number 1, you have the crone. And she's telling you today to speak your truth. Speak your truth. Sometimes we hold back in situations, or that we don't agree with the group. It could be at work, it could be at school, it could be in our family, or sometimes even just with ourselves, where we've been going along following the same routine, following the same beliefs, doing the same thing, and then one day it kind of think, I don't know if I totally agree with that. And sometimes are not saying anything, even though we don't agree with what's being said. Because we don't speak up, it presents out as though we do agree with what's being talked about. So it's telling you now to examine what it is that you feel to be true to you, and know that you have the right to speak your truth. It's time to speak up. If you've been putting off that conversation with someone, or even just your own ability to speak out against something or in favor of something, now is the time to do that, because you have the right to speak your truth, what is true to you. It doesn't mean that you're going to go down on the street corner, stand on a box, and tell everybody that they have to believe the same as you. But you have the time is now for you to stand up for what you believe in and be okay with that. So those of you who chose card number 2, yours is the maiden, and she's telling you to seek knowledge. Just as when we're smaller, younger, we didn't know the ways of the world. I think we came in with a lot of knowledge from spirit, but it got lost in the shuffle of our culture, our family, our belief systems. And then comes a time when, again, it's like self-examination. What is it I want to learn? Maybe you've been putting off taking a course, putting off going back to school. Maybe it's just your own discovery of a craft or something that you want to do. Now is the time for you to seek out that knowledge. It doesn't always mean that you have to go along with it, that you're going to totally follow it, understand it even, but step out of that so-called comfort zone you've created for yourself and seek knowledge and learn. I feel this is really for people that it's time for you to understand other people, to not be so rigid in how you think things should be. And that happens way too often when, if we've been like myself, where we grew up in the same place all the time, you kind of forget there's a world out there. And and it's good to seek knowledge about how others live, how others feel. And like I said, it doesn't mean that you all of a sudden think that's the way I'm going to be, but to have an understanding of other people and situations. And I keep coming back to that, that it's about relationships, to seek knowledge of how other people think and have to adjust their lives and get an understanding of that. And I do feel that there's some of you that are looking for a more of an educational shift, whether it's a job change or within your job seeking more knowledge so that you can advance, or more of a personal thing though, like really looking within and thinking, what is it that I'd like to learn? And if I don't learn it now, when am I going to? So if you're looking for any kind of classes, workshops, even just your own reading, let's get back to reading books, shall we? Then do that. This is a perfect time to step forward into that. Now, for those of you who chose number 3, it again is the crone, and this time she's talking about having confidence. Now remember, the crone represents that age that we get into towards the end of our lives, where we've been the maiden, we've been the mother, we've gone through life experiences, and the best thing that could happen when we're at that stage of our life now as a crone is to have confidence in who we are. And she's telling us to don't underestimate the wisdom that you carry within yourself. Take that deep breath, take that step forward, and know that you have the ability, the knowledge to move forward with whatever it is that you're looking to do. It even applies to those situations in our lives that are not so pleasant. Maybe you're going through a grieving process. Maybe you're having to make a change in where you live. And you're a little scared about it, and that's human. You know, we get worrying about the future. And we know what we say about that robs us of joy today. So she's reminding us, have confidence in your decisions that you're making. Have confidence in who you are and your right to be here and your worthiness to take these new challenges on. You'll find that once you make that decision and draw upon your own inner confidence, that things will go along a lot smoother than you anticipated. Remember, we create our reality, so get your mindset in the positive way. All this past week, our meditations have been on the words we use, the words we think. And so if you haven't watched those meditations, I encourage you to go back right to Monday and start listening to those, because they're all about positive affirmations that we can use. And this would be really important for each one of these card readings, but especially if you're trying to get that inner confidence going in decisions that you're about to make. The worst thing that you can do is hesitate. The doubt and the self-talk, negative talk, that's what holds us back from making those changes. You are ready for it. You can do it. Have confidence in who you are and step forward into it. All right. I always find it interesting, and I shouldn't be surprised by it, but the total message from Spirit blends all of those together perfectly. Remember, the first card we chose was the crone, telling us to speak our truth. The second one was seek knowledge. And then the last one was confidence. So how does that all go together? Very well, I think. So the main message is about speaking your truth, a situation that's arising that needs you to be confident in what you're saying. And we should be before we open our mouth to speak. Is it honest? Is it being said out of love? Will it hurt anybody? And do I believe myself in what I'm saying? Is now the time to speak it? So we're being told that yes, now is the time to stand up and speak. Have confidence in what you say before you speak. Quit doubting yourself. And it's about seeking knowledge, and that seeking knowledge will help you in your speaking your truth. It's like you're drawing on new information, and you're putting it all together with what you already know. That gives you the confidence then to step forward and speak out. Like I said, this doesn't mean that you're going to be in an auditorium filled with hundreds of people. Maybe you are. And if you are, now is the time to do it. Just make sure that you have the knowledge to back you up and draw on your confidence before you speak. But it can be in smaller things, but big things to you in your life. Making a change, working through grief, having to make a move. All of those things can be scary. But get the proper information, the knowledge. Know that you can do it because you've had past experience with things. Take that deep breath. Step into the day. Step into this next week. Situations where maybe you normally would just keep your mouth shut and go with the flow. You've been doing that for too long, knowing that what's being said and done around you does not resonate with you. You have the right to speak your own truth. And if you're with people in a group who does not allow you to express yourself, to ask questions, then I need to ask you, why are you there? All right. I hope this helped all of you. If you're watching here live today, I'd like for you to like and share. We want people to get the message out. Feel free to put a comment and even where you're listening from. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you're always up to date on meditations and messages when they come in. And also a comment there. I'd like to see where everybody's coming from. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me either directly or go to my website, mindfuljourney.ca, and booking can be done right on there. I also do spiritual coaching and watch for my workshops. Talk to you soon. Namaste.